You still have that little safe Shaws in your phone?
Yeah. But if
changing the subject, immediate change of the
Mailbag, send in your dumb questions and watch us give even dumber answers. Not Mott's Mailbag.
Welcome to everyone's favorite part of the group chat podcast. We have the Not Mott's Mailbag brought to you by LaFouche Concert and Events Club. We thank them so much for their support of what we're doing here on the group chat. Kyle actually told me earlier this week that he wants to join us on the phone for one of these mailbags. We'll arrange that. We'll make that happen. For those of you who are just tuning in saying, hey, who's this fourth guy? We got Taylor Griffin in the house today. I'm Casey Gisclair. This is Nick Hebert. This is Damien St. Pierre. And we thank you guys so much for your questions. In the future, if you have a question for us, just find a way to get it to us. Shoot us a DM, comment on our status that we're going to post roughly 24 hours before the show. Just find a way to get it, and we'll get it covered. The first question comes from George P. Terrio from the computer, who wants to know, man, what's your favorite things to do with ChatGPT?
ChatGPT is limitless. With the right prompts, you could do anything. My only coach up moment, just don't use it like Google. Just use Google when you need it.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick one, it would be just editing us and funny pictures. I use it for work. I use it for pretty much everything. A lot of these graphics that you see on the screen right now were created by ChatGPT with just a few ideas. And the more I research it, the more interesting that it gets and some of the opportunities to do different things. It's pretty cool.
This is a true story. So right now I am trying to get in better shape because in about a month, I'm going to be sitting in an oven for 3 hours every Friday night and just want to get in a little bit better shape, drop some LBs. Yesterday, asked ChatGPT. I'm a 38-year-old male who's grossly out of shape. What do I need to do? And it comes up with a full workout plan, day by day, a full diet plan, what I should be buying, what I should be doing. And true story, the first thing it said, 30-minute walk. Okay, bet. And Damien and Nick know this story, but I told to them yesterday. I go walk at like 5 o'clock. I was about to fucking die. It's 100 degrees outside. Like, I ain't doing this shit. So I come inside after finishing 22 minutes of the walk, and I asked ChatGPT, is it like cool that I didn't finish? And it gave me an answer. It said like, well, what were some of the conditions? Like, are you sure you're okay? And I put, it was 105-degree heat index, to which it gave me a lecture. You shouldn't be doing that on day one in 100-degree heat. Like, you should be moderating. You should be hydrating it. It does everything, dude. It's like my Jiminy Cricket that is on my shoulder all day long, telling me what I should and shouldn't be doing. It's scary to think 15 years from now what this is going to be able to do for us.
My favorite thing to do, make little funny pictures and stuff. That's all great. But my favorite thing to do in ChatGPT is type in to ChatGPT, hey, let's play a game. You have to be 100% honest. You can only give one-word answers. And if there's something that you can't tell me, use a code word, sausage or something like that. I'm big into politics. I'm big into conspiracy theories.
No.
You can ask ChatGPT anything, and the answers they give you are, I'm not supposed to know this. And it's fun.
It is fun.
I'm going to get attacked by the FBI at some point. But
You're getting watched.
Fuck.
Even the ChatGPT told me, yeah, we're getting watched.
Turtle?
About a month ago, I was at the in-laws' house. We were changing the brakes on my truck, which I don't know if you guys, I don't know if y'all stuff's under warranty or you got a service deal with the dealership or y'all just pay someone $1,200, $1,400, whatever to do a brake job.
Should go to our sponsor.
Yeah.
Performance Auto.
Good idea right there. They could take care of you. Great customer service, great people over there, by the way. But if you're against paying that much money, you put in 2019 Ford F-150, how to change the brakes. Now, look, father-in-law, he already knows what to do, the basics. He's been taking care of his own stuff for years. Well, he's never dealt with a 2019 F-150, which is not, by today's standards, new, but it's new enough to cause some new problems that he's never seen before. I get on ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, this is happening. We're trying to change the driver's side, rear, brakes. Why are we stuck? This calipers are not compressing like they're supposed to. I mean, whatever the terminology was, I don't remember. But, man, if you try to Google your way through this, it's not happening. If you try to YouTube your way through this, good luck. ChatGPT, you literally just having a conversation with a brilliant expert. You explain the situation. They like, okay, did you do this? Did you do this? And you answer, oh yeah, it's this. And then 5 minutes in, it's like, okay, I didn't realize that was a feature on this truck. How do I get out of this emergency brake maintenance mode? And then it walks you through, and it's like putting in a cheat code. It's like, oh, go pump your brakes 3 times and press the unlock and turn the volume and sing a song, whatever it is, and it works. You can't get that anywhere else. ChatGPT is priceless for those situations where you're just stuck and you don't know who to ask.
Dude, I'm going to be filming from a video camera this year in the fall because I asked ChatGPT. I asked YouTube, I asked Google, come up with these crazy complicated things. I asked ChatGPT, oh yeah, buy this and this. Boom, done. Got it.
Pro tip, if you're going on a trip, you could get ChatGPT, those folks, to compare airlines, and it'll connect you to the right flights and right prices and all that good stuff.
Insane. Chandler from South Lafourche wants to know, WWF had Andre the Giant as their only inductee in its original Hall of Fame class in 1993. If the Down the Bayou Athletic Hall of Fame ever happens, which it will, who would be the first inductee if you were limited only to one? Chandler says, my opinion is that it should be Ronnie Este. No one touches that resume, in my opinion.
That's a solid answer.
It is a solid answer.
So
Hard to argue.
I'm going to go to the whole LeBron MJ type of deal, right? Who has the most rings in the school's history?
Bus.
That's where I'm at. 2 or 3?
2. Football.
One football, one basketball.
This dude owns the most.
Well, Bebe has a college football national championship.
I'm just talking about South Lafourche right now.
Okay, I got you.
Or 10th War, what DTB. Right.
This is only South Lafourche accomplishments, not after you left.
That's how I took it.
Okay.
But if you came back and coached, then you back in the mix. Right?
I mean, I didn't go inside of Chandler's mind when he asked the question. But we appreciate the question.
I'm sure
But
it's a fun place to be.
In my mind, I just stuck to South Lafourche. Coach O would be a great one. But I'm going Scott Busegard. Only guy, dual sports, 2 rings, YOLO.
I got to go Bebe. If we're putting only stuff that you did down the bayou, he probably wouldn't be. But he coached the best college football team that there's ever going to be. And I can't ignore that. So I'll go Coach O.
ChatGPT said Bobby J.
That's ain't nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah. So I'd probably go with Bebe too. Probably the most famous South Lafourche High School graduate ever. Surpassed Bobby J with the national championship at LSU. Accolades, probably not. But what he's done for South Lafourche, and I mean, I know it's not a LSU Hall of Fame, but I'd say the majority of people down here root for LSU. That was a big deal for a South Lafourche graduate to win a national championship at LSU.
The only person not happy was Tommy.
Right. I'd have to go with Bebe.
I think Tommy even has a soft spot.
Yeah, he does. Hey, look, Murder stole my thunder. Murder's been stealing everybody's thunder today. I was about to say there's one person who has impacted everybody's career, and that is Billy Repstock.
Chat, appreciate you.
Who's the Andre the Giant of the crop?
Man, I think year 1, I got to go with what Damien said, and you focus on absolutely South Lafourche accomplishments only. And then as we move on, maybe you get 2 inductees, 3 inductees, whatever. Then you start to consider what Coach O did elsewhere. Then you start to consider Ronnie Este, college career, pro career in Canada, all this other stuff. Yeah, Coach Buzz first.
Can we go there and say that there is someone who would have been an obvious answer if not for some off-the-field things that caused him to get his name washed off the turf?
He's not on that level. Whoa.
Oh, that's 2 of them.
Yeah, I was thinking of one that you weren't thinking of, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You got to keep it clean, man.
I mean, look, I would
be in our Hall of Fame. You got to keep
100%. Yeah, but I mean, we're all upstanding gentlemen.
I mean, we didn't do that.
No, 1,000%. So just a little update, by the way, because the video did do some numbers on social media in talking to some people. I think what it's going to end up looking like, I don't think it's going to be a Down the Bayou Athletic Hall of Fame so much as I think it's going to be a Down the Bayou Hall of Fame. And I think every Hall of Fame class is going to have 2 or 3 athletes. There's 2 or 3 really badass people and one person who's no longer with us. As much as I would like to say, oh my God, we got this unbelievable athletic history. If we did a 10-person athletic only Hall of Fame every year, we'd run out very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
So if we spread it out 2 or 3 a year, then we induct the Wendell Curals and the Sheriff Webbers and these people in on a separate token. And then we do the people that have perished and passed away in a separate thing. Then we could get a little more longevity and appeal to more people.
Yeah. If you do athletes only, like you said, the list will run thin, and then you got to start pulling out your back pocket. Man, who's everybody that ever beat Ellendon? Man, I mean, what else? What else do we do?
2080 inductee, Turtle Griffin.
Pulled that one right out of the closet, as Brian
You
Collins.
usually set it up.
So as a man, what do you consider packing? Like the actual art of packing?
Throwing all the shit that you're bringing and putting it on the bed.
Do you give credit to yourself for packing by trying on the clothes and making sure that it fits and you're ready to go for the outfits?
Right,
Absolutely. Absolutely, that counts.
I give a ton of credit to the wife. No matter how chaotic and unorganized it is, the night before, the scramble, the emotional breakdown sometimes may or may not happen between both of us. I don't even want to go anymore. Yes. She pulls it all together 5 hours before we leave. Everything's in the suitcase. Everything's in the whatever we bring in. But before then, stand up. I'm quoting her. She's looking at me. Stand up, try this on. Nope, don't get back on the bed. Nope, stand up, try this on. Try this on. Good? You good? You want it? Nope, that's not going to match. Find some different. She handles it. I'm just there to participate. And I thank her at the end for pulling it all together whenever it's go time.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
That is exactly where I'm at. I got asked a million questions over the last week. But look, shout out Erin. She takes care of all of us. And I wish I had that picture because she laid out all my clothes, took a picture, said, we're going to figure out what you're wearing on vacation. I'm to the point and the comfortness level of my life. I could go with a shirt and a pair of shorts and a console. I could buy the rest of the stuff when I get there.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter. Just give me the Walmart order, bro.
Absolutely.
All right with that. Hey, Sam, appreciate you jumping in because I just talked about you.
What you saying? I'm a bad dude, Sam?
Oh,
Next question. Marcus from LCO wants to know, is the Honey Badger a lock for the Hall of Fame? Marcus, I hate to burst your bubble, bub. He ain't even going to be considered. He has not had a good enough NFL career. I have a list here. It's a Hall of Fame monitor of defensive backs, and they give you a Hall of Fame score. The average Hall of Fame defensive back in the NFL has a score of 97. Honey Badger's score is 65. He's not going to make the NFL Hall of Fame. He's only a 3-time Pro Bowler in 12 seasons. Now, he will make the LSU Hall of Fame. And I do think he's going to at some point become a college football coach, because he said as much, hey, I want to become a college football coach. But he's not going to make the NFL Hall of Fame. Really, really, really good player, but not a Hall of Fame player.
I'm right there with you. LSU for sure. NFL, no matter how watered down the Hall of Fame is, getting, in my opinion, which is not happening in our Hall of Fame. We're not watering it down. Honey Badger definitely respect his career, but like right now, dudes that I wouldn't even draft or didn't even draft in fantasy football are getting in the Hall of Fame. It's getting a little much for me.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat what y'all just said, but I 100% agree.
I agree.
And also with you.
All right.
And now we're at church.
Oh, I agree.
I haven't talked to that since we last recorded our 15th episode back in 2017.
You know what's weird? I played this earlier, and I just got a random text about his contact information.
Oh, fair enough. T. Khaki from the show wants to know.
T. Khaki.
I really like this question a lot. This is going to stimulate some conversation. If there was a jar with 100 jelly beans in it, but one of the 100 jelly beans was poisonous and you would die, but each jelly bean that you eat nets you $1 million, are you taking a chance? And how many are you eating?
I'm going at least 25.
Whew, 25% chance of death.
How deep can we take this? Like, how fast do you die? Is it instant death?
Instant.
I don't want to suffer. I'm going.
No, I don't know. I'm just asking me.
I'm in my mid-40s. Fuck it. I mean, I've lived a nice little life. But
Like 3 years left in it.
You eat 60.
But Tommy always says that you're already a multimillionaire, Nick, when Tommy's on the show.
let's dig into this jar of jelly beans. I love jelly beans. Sometimes I'll sit down with a bag of jelly beans and I'll just keep eating it and I can't stop. If this is the case, probably bad news. But I'm good for at least 15.
You going one by one, or you going all
one by one? I want to know which one kills me.
See, I don't care which one.
See,
And do I get the money direct deposited like as soon as I'm finished?
We talking
You
tax-free
eat one?
cash in a briefcase
Each
here?
one, you're handed $1 million bill.
$1 million bill.
Who's on the $1 million bill?
It's got to be Trump.
Ted DiBiase.
Oh yeah. There
Or
you
the
go.
Epstein Island list is on the back of $1 million bill.
I'm going 5. $5 million. Yeah,
You see,
I'm going 5.
okay, we just went through COVID 5 years ago or so. There was less than 1% chance that a toddler would die from COVID. We still took our kids out. There was very little chance. You get a 1% chance that you're going to die, and you get $1 million.
But
100% chance you're going to get $1 million every time you get a jelly bean.
But every jelly bean increases the chances. It's not 1% anymore. When there's only 2 jelly beans left, it's a 50% chance at that point.
I ain't eating 98 jelly beans in the what's that show with the briefcases?
Deal or no
Deal or no
No
deal.
deal. deal or no deal in jelly beans.
Are we to assume that as you build up a bank and then you die on like jelly bean number 37,
You keep the money.
well, yeah, like you,
Yeah, your kids get out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
kids get the money, you know. So
I mean, you work every day your whole life to provide for your kids. If I can provide them $20 million and die because of a jelly bean, I feel like I'm a pretty damn good dad.
I'm going 5. Turtle.
what's the time limit?
As much as you want.
That's a good question. It's like you could eat 3 and just wait a couple years till you blow all the money and go again.
It's not a bad deal.
If we talking no time limit, I'm eating 1 every 5 years until I die.
That's a good way to see. That's how they get you.
That's how they get you, bro.
And if I'm on my deathbed, just start pouring them in my mouth.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm going anyway.
Right.
And look, if it's now or never, I'm eating 2 and I'm done. I'm scared.
See, that changed my opinion. So now if it's 1 million and I could like just wait till later, I'll go and like crazy high risk investment. If it pans out, awesome. If not, give me another jelly bean.
Depends on the flavor too. If it's buttered popcorn, all bets are off.
But if it's grass,
I don't know. But
fresh cut.
If it's paying me $1 million, I will eat literal grass.
Could you imagine the
black
joy?
licorice flavored.
Could you imagine the joy if this actually happened? And you had a jar and you pick that one that you don't think is going to kill you. You eat it, and 5 minutes later, you just get $1 million of cash. You can imagine the joy and the rush that you
the
get from
ultimate
that.
bean boozled game.
That'd be awesome.
That is a very good question. T-Khaki.
Said by a guy in jeans.
100% turtle steak.
Ryan from down the bayou wants to know, what's the highest entry fee that y'all have seen for an AAU basketball event? OTC just went to $15 a person for baseball. We talked about this one of our first shows, how Abby and them were at a tournament in Houston, and it was like $bucks a person for a weekend pass. And
Jesus.
yeah, it's insane. We did the whole breakdown, how like you could literally go to Pelicans games cheaper than AAU games. I've seen crazy shit. Like if you get on the real, oh, bro, I'm on a circuit team, they're going to screw out of you and charge you an arm and a leg to get in.
$15 is child's play.
That's what I'm saying.
It was $10 this weekend. I had parents freaking out that it was so low. I've seen anywhere from $80 to $125 for a weekend pass. Even I think Biddy Nationals was $20 a day.
That's kind of ridiculous.
Somebody's even charging for parking now.
Oh my God.
Look, it's a nickel and dime deal. But look, I didn't get a chance to shout out. We didn't really talk about it.
Congrats.
Shout out to Coach Jake Bourgeois of French Settlement and the mayor of French Settlement, Jeremy Adel, 2 friends of mine. They put on a awesome tournament this weekend, the best I've ever been to. And we give a lot of negative stuff in travel ball. They did it right, so I made sure to shout them out. They did a hell of a job this weekend, and we freaking dominated. It was awesome, too.
And if you're in Baton Rouge, bad business for mayor.
Yeah.
What's the most y'all have paid to get into a youth sporting event?
They kind of gouge you for Biddy Nationals, and I don't think I've ever paid to get into an AAU game. Just walk straight in. You're the coach. Just have a backpack on, maybe have a bag of balls, and just walk in. I had I didn't have a little problem, but Biddy this year, All-Stars, Lockport, charging $15 a person. That was ridiculous.
What?
OTC, bro.
Yeah.
So there's no more Central Lafourche, Betty?
Yeah, it is Central Louisiana, but I mean, $15 a person is a little.
It's a little steep. Turtle, you haven't really gotten too much into being a travel dad yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet. If not for my recent trip to Disney where we went and watched my nephew play baseball at the Wide World of Sports, I'd literally have nothing to bring to the table. But for something as big as that was $20 a day per person.
That's not bad.
That, all things considered, that's not terrible. But yeah, I know as time passes and as my little boy gets older, I'm sure it's going to be pretty freaking bad here in the next 10 years.
What is your best summer vacation memory? This could be as a child or as an adult. Fishing Flakeout from Cryville, Mississippi wants to know.
As a kid, we weren't a vacation family. My grandparents worked. My mom's family brought me to Disney one time. My dad's side, we went to maybe Grand Isle. That was our vacation. So no kid memories. As a dad, obviously we go to Orange Beach every summer. Aaron's family's been doing that for, I think, 30 some odd years. And one of the first times that we went, our guy Scene was with me and got destroyed drunk on the first night we were there off of a bottle of Crown. And just randomly we sitting on these, they leave out the chairs without the padding. We were sitting there and just all of a sudden dude takes off straight and runs straight into the Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of what?
Gulf of Mexico. I need to put my turban back on.
They're naming bodies of water over
This dude had zero preparation for this. Jeans, shirt, shoes, phone, everything directly into the water.
I'm not surprised to hear that.
He had his phone and a bag of rice for the rest of the time we were there.
God bless him.
Didn't work.
God bless him. We made a trip to Gulf Shores, Alabama when I was a kid. And I could tell you, bro, one of the things that is the most satisfying as a kid, or even as an adult, but more so as a kid, is when you go to a water park and you're climbing up and down them stairs and sliding down, and you got infinite energy then. So you don't realize it's an issue until that night when you lay down. That's the best night of sleep I have ever had. So you have an awesome day, and then you come home, you lay down, you're dehydrated, you sunburnt, you wore out, and then you sleep like you are on a cloud. So that time in Gulf Shores, Alabama would be number one for me.
Big Steve have to count you down every time you went down the slide?
No. No, he didn't have to do that.
I'm kind of torn. As a kid, our vacation was basically Lando Pines every year, several times a year. I enjoyed it. But as an adult, these guys went to Schlitterbahn in Texas, and we had a grand old time.
That sounds like fun.
As a kid, I've got a pretty interesting one. This was July of 1996, I believe. My uncle was living up in Missouri at the time. We go to visit him. We're close enough. Let's go catch a Cardinals game. Old Busch Stadium. Happens to be a little bit before Mark McGwire gets traded there from the A's, but still in all, good game. I'll never forget. We're in left field. I mean, right inside the foul pole, right in home run territory in the corner. We're on the second row, and the first major league experience. Hadn't even been to a Zephyrs game yet, and Brian Jordan hits a home run right at us. I mean, we're on ESPN Top 10. We're on all this. My dad tries to go over the front row, ends up falling. All you see on ESPN are his legs up in the air.
Please find us that. Does this tape exist?
We're going to have to do some deep digging, but we may be able to. He got his fingertips on the ball. He couldn't get it. But like the people in front of us, he came up with like a face full of sunscreen from rubbing on the back of some chick's leg face first, going down, trying to get this ball.
Hell yeah.
And what a freaking experience. First ever. Is this what it's like all the time? An incredible thing I'll never forget. That's probably my favorite summer vacation memory right there.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now, as a dad, I know I keep harping on it as be like the third or fourth time I mentioned it this freaking podcast, but last month it was first time. If y'all hadn't figured out, I mean, we're a Disney family. First time we bring my little boy to it, and I mean, just the joy on his face, just getting to see him experience the magic while he still can, and run up to the characters and give them hugs. And as a dad, you can't beat that.
He's right at the age now where he knows what's going on.
Yeah, 2 and 3 is the perfect.
Yeah. And for the people who say, "Oh, he won't remember it,"
He probably won't. But
One, everyone's answer, we will.
100%.
We've got pictures. I've got a theory of, well, if we just keep showing him pictures and talking about it every week,
He's going to remember.
We won't let him forget it.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Got a question in the chat for you, Turtle. They wanted to know your memory of Saturday, June 22nd, 1984 at Yogi Bear Playground.
Wasn't born yet. I was born July 20th, 1988. I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Whew. Oh, that got real dicey real quick. Long Sig from East Houma wants to know, and this is another very good question. Would you rather tailgate all day for LSU football night games or pregame all day for a down the Bayou night parade?
That's a tough-ass question.
no, it's not.
Oh, yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
What, today or 20 years ago?
The worst feeling I've ever had, the most miserable I've ever been in my life is tailgating all day, drinking all day, all morning, and then going into Tiger Stadium for a night game.
I don't say nothing about going to the game. It says
Oh.
tailgating.
How was that bad?
Dude, it is so fucking loud in there. I just wanted to find a place to like lay down and
Well, that's
sleep because I was ready to pass
Because you're
out.
an idiot.
But I was so miserable just being in Tiger Stadium, a throwaway game, wasted. Everybody's up, everybody's yelling, and I'm just looking for a place to go to sleep. But drinking all day for the parade or whatever. What was the other option?
Pre-gaming all day for a down the Bayou night parade.
No problem. We could do that.
It's tough for me because over the last couple of years, we've become LSU season ticket holders, and we found if we get there early enough in our parking spot that we could back up on the median. We bring tents, tables, and we're not that far from the public lot, which a lot of people park, so a lot of people stop. It's a hell of a time. Was the last home game Vanderbilt, I believe, last year?
Yeah.
Hell of a time. Me and Gyro's active in the chat. Me and him, we got tanked up and ended up sitting right next to each other for the game, and that was a freaking awesome time. But, man, that all-day Mardi Gras is pretty neat for the night parades, especially at my house. That's all I'm accustomed to. A lot of people show up, cooking for 1 million people, everybody kind of hanging out, good mood, and then kind of chaotic after that. You end up at TK's.
So
Drinking
Get me in
beer,
trouble again.
drinking beer on the back of somebody's truck.
Tad Rubber Shoe.
in general, I would say I would prefer the LSU football night game because I'm not a huge Mardi Gras person, but I will say this. The Mardi Gras situation at your house is legit. To me, that's not like Mardi Gras. That's just a party. Like we had that 4-day weekend one time where every day I show up at your house and Coach Kale has like an apron on cooking something.
Of course, Kale was the chef. He set up a menu item for every day that we were participating.
Broke
in
his
Mardi Gras.
wrist that weekend.
That was can one man drink 1,000 beers in one Mardi Gras weekend?
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it was 1,000, but I think that's the number he actually ended up getting to. But I don't think that was the original challenge.
Remember, there was a phone call made to Sports Corner on Saturday morning that I may have overheard. That was pretty interesting as well. And that
Somebody
was,
cheated and they got caught.
I didn't say it.
Interesting things.
It's Rocky Keefe.
How ironic. Yeah. So look, for me, it's LSU football though. It's insane. It's unbelievable, especially whenever we are legit and we have a shot, and it's just different. It's different.
Yeah. Today, I'll probably say LSU football. It's such a fun experience. Back when we used to get it a lot more often, Damien's house on the Friday night for Golden Meadow, tailgating before that, partying all night, and then you get your 5-6 hours of sleep and you start all over again and you move up the Bayou to cut off. You go on the Bayou side across from Adam Abear's house and you got 3 tents, you got portalettes, you got plywood down for a dance floor, disco balls, cornhole, Brock D stirring the pot, cooking rôti pork, and there's a freaking mechanical bull. That's tough to beat. Now, those days are long gone, but when they were going, I'd probably take that over an LSU tailgate.
Let me ask you this, Turtle. At what point in the night do we shift from singing to broom guitar? Is that a 7 beer thing? 8, 7.5?
Cinnamon Tits Crunch.
Like
Whenever you start mispronouncing and calling the cinnamon tits crunch shots. That's
Okay.
as soon as like a Kid Rock song comes on, then it's broom guitar time.
And then at what point?
Hell yeah.
At what point do we get? And Casey often tells this story to take bumps off the porch,
Ooh, yes.
or get starstruck by meeting C. Murder
of the Sigmas is you.
So he's here.
Absolutely
I'll tell the full story now. We are planning a wrestling show. Why in the we wanted Travie to be the promoter, I'll never know.
This was when I was coaching with Coach Colley, and we were looking for fundraiser ideas.
100%. No, it's a great idea. Why we wanted Travis to be in charge was the terrible idea. It was going to be called Turtle Kickass. And in the middle of Damien's living room at his old house in Golden Meadow, Turtle and Nick are having an argument of like Turtle saying, dude, put me in the main event. I'll go 15, 20 minutes. And Nick is like, dude, you don't understand. Like, I've been in the ring. 15 to 20 minutes is a long time.
Oh, Mr. Mike lets me work 15 to 20 minutes.
So Turtle thinks that he could win Nick's respect by doing a bump off of Damien's porch. Nick knows, like, hey, that ain't going to prove to me about you working 20 minutes. But sure, if you want to take a bump off the porch, go ahead. Turtle proceeds. All right, gets up, walks out, goes onto the porch. Takes a bump off the porch. And I remember Nick laughing. You still can't do 20 minutes, bro. So, but that was, yeah.
Now, look, I don't have a sky-rise porch in Golden Meadow, but it is off the ground.
It is.
It's about
steps.
Oh, it was a very foolish thing to do.
Yeah.
And there wasn't no spring-loaded plywood with a little padding underneath. This was straight in the grass, bro. And it was shark grass.
I need to see Turtle versus the Russian Koloff.
Oh, God.
That's what I need to see.
No one told him that this was scripted. He beats the shit out of people. Turtle, you're 37, you're a dad. Have you since come to your senses that you can't work a 20-minute match?
No. But no. Truth be told, it's not going to be the typical one. It'll be the slow, long, drawn out WrestleMania 38 Stone Cold versus Kevin Owens. We're going to work every square inch of the floor. There's going to be some long, drawn out. I'm definitely going through at least one table. Mark it down. I'm not doing it unless we go through a table.
You told us then you wanted the bump from the bleachers to the floor.
Yes.
Is that still a thing?
If we could arrange a soft landing under the table, yeah, I would absolutely do that. But if we can't do that, I'll go ring apron to table right now. I'm okay with that. That's not bad. I could deal with that. And I don't remember if it's like with the commission, I don't know if it's legal in Louisiana or whatever, but like I'm definitely blading. I'm doing it all. I could do it.
Whitney's going to be furious.
I could stretch it out for 20 minutes. It's a bucket list item of mine. Like I got two things left that I want. I got to ride a real bull, like just however long, like 1 second, whatever. I got to ride a bull, and I'd love to work a wrestling match.
Nick,
we're going to make that happen.
Can Turtle work a 20-minute wrestling match? Hearing his plan, but look, before he didn't have a plan. Before it was just all, bro, I could do it.
It's possible if he's in there with somebody who could work with him and just sell and basically do what Big Shane was doing in that match, just lay
down for 20 minutes. I could do that.
To feed him water in the middle of the ring.
Somebody look up Jude Williams' TikTok and watch.
But what you don't understand is Turtle has worked some 5-star matches before that I've seen on was it Guidry Mania?
Oh yeah, when I showed up as the Undertaker.
Turtle has some an underground career that we're not aware of.
We did a few spots on the cement, might I add. Yeah, I could sell a super kick like no other. I could deliver a stunner. I could methodically walk like the Undertaker and really look you in the eyes and make you believe that the choke slam you're about to get you're going to feel it. And I could, anyone with a reasonable weight, like I could safely tombstone as well. I mean,
yeah, you're not doing that in Louisiana.
The pile drivers are not.
I know you can't do it in Louisiana, but what I'm saying is, yeah, I know this sounds stupid and ridiculous. Give me a few months of practice, of training. Like I know I could do something and not look completely foolish here.
Turtle, when you are going to the ring, let's say in front of 600 and some odd people, what's going to be your biggest fear? I'll tell you what it should be. Falling down the stairs.
Falling down the stairs.
Yeah.
I think there's too much adrenaline. The fear's over. The nervousness is in the back beforehand, because if you don't have that, if you don't feel a little bit of shaky nervousness beforehand, then you're in the wrong position to begin with.
Sounds like I was in the wrong position the other night because I didn't give a shit.
As soon as you go through the curtain, whether it's to cheers or booze, you better make sure it's something. I'm there. The nervousness is gone.
So you're at a table of 3 heels. You're a babyface, right? At the youth center, you're a babyface. They're not booing you.
What do you need me? Oh, me? Like in our community? Yeah.
Turtle kick ass. You're not working heel.
I'm not getting booed. No.
Okay, fair enough.
Not bragging, just reality.
No, I agree.
You need me to be a heel. Like I can transform into that, but no, it's not happening down here.
Okay.
I could easily do that.
Is cereal a soup? Why or why not? Dave from North LaRose wants to know. It's a liquid-based
Breakfast
dish. It's like, I think it's
Absolutely.
breakfast soup. Yeah, I think that's fair, yeah.
It's hard to argue.
I mean, what's the difference between that and chicken noodle soup? They both have liquid base with some other sauces in it. Yeah.
My argument is cold versus hot. I don't know the exact definition of soup, but I'm thinking soup needs to be warm, hot. I'm not a cold soup guy.
You can get like lobster bisque or whatever cold.
Cold? People eat that cold, like on purpose.
Yeah. What's the steak place in Baton Rouge? All you can eat steak.
Is it cold? Texas de Brazil?
I think so. I think it is cool.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
It's
Yeah,
debatable.
so breakfast soup.
Is cereal soup?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We all agree? All right. Fair enough.
Hold on. The definition of soup is a liquid dish typically made by boiling meat, fish, vegetables, in stock and water.
Yeah, we don't qualify if boiling's involved.
Let us know, Chad. What are we missing?
Dave from LaRose? Yeah, breakfast soup.
Breakfast.
Mickey from New Orleans. Boy, I hope this ain't Mickey Loomis. If it is, Mickey Loomis, go yourself. Retire. You're terrible.
I agree.
Would you rather your mom read your group text thread or your Google search history? I don't care if she reads the group text thread. We broadcast it live once a week here. They watch that. So
Not everything.
yeah, you're right. But yeah, they go through the group text. That's fine. And nothing too inappropriate that they don't know about.
Yeah, I have no issues with either. I ain't got nothing to hide.
I think it'd probably be more judgmental on you guys if my grandmother read the group chat. But if I goes through my Google history or my search browser, I'm going to probably have to go to therapy.
Damien's grandma or whatever's reading his text, and she's probably like, Damien, why are you so mean to Tommy?
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be brought up.
I have gotten a lot, and I told y'all, Abby said, why the Tommy lets y'all bully him? We are mean to Tommy, but yeah, whatever. Turtle?
What Google search history?
Yours.
Control H, delete.
Hey.
Moving on.
That never goes away.
Hey.
I don't feel like I have anything to hide on either one. I mean, she'd probably just shake her head and drop the phone going through some of these group texts that I'm in. That would probably be
Like, look.
more painful for her to read, especially when we start dropping scenarios like, bro, I mean, come on, like how much money would it take? And then, it just completely goes off the rails.
Our parents know that all of us are sleazebags is basically what we're getting.
Yeah.
By and large. They kind of have an idea of what they're getting.
But I mean, like they know I'm the good one, and like the other 9 people in the group are the sleaze bags. I'm the odd one out.
I see.
Yeah.
Jill from Golden Meadow wants to know the hardest hitting question of the week. Would you rather sweat gravy or sneeze powdered sugar?
Dumb question.
Powdered sugar.
I would rather sneeze powdered sugar.
There's no one in the world that would want to sweat gravy.
That sounds miserable. I would rather sneeze powdered sugar by far.
I mean, that's a one-time thing. You sneeze powdered sugar, or is this like every time you?
Every time.
Oh God, I'm not signing up for either one of these, Jill.
I don't think powdered sugar sneezes would be that bad.
I don't know.
Could you imagine sweating
A
gravy?
little taste of bang every time you sneeze. Nick, you got to choose one, dude. You can't just be like, oh.
Let me sneeze powdered sugar. You get a beignet, and you be like, hey, kids, you want more powdered sugar on your beignets?
Hey, Bohammer, why don't you eat this pepperoni? What's the most overhyped food in Louisiana? And what's the most underrated? Charles from the North Shore wants to know. I will go right away. Overhyped. King cake is ass.
Fuck you. Eating the wrong one.
Ass.
Hey,
Get
stay
it
out of
here.
Rouse's.
Yeah,
Start there.
You're living off a Walmart king cake?
It's all sugar. I don't want none of that. That's ass. Overhyped.
Overrated is
thought it's
jambalaya.
I agree.
Most people think that theirs is the GOAT, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Your jambalaya sucks.
Trying to think underrated.
Underrated for me is roast beef po' boys. Yeah, they get love, but they get underrated because it's not a seafood down here locally. That's my go-to.
One of my favorite foods, and I know that crawfish is a big deal, but everybody eats it boiled. Fried crawfish, to me, is very good. Underrated.
Overhyped food in Louisiana is, Damien stole it, so I'll go with my number 2. Would have been jambalaya or pastalaya, but I'm going to go with oysters.
See, I like pastalaya. I like pastalaya way more than jambalaya.
I like them both. I'm one of the few that eat them both.
It gets made too often. You don't know what to do. You got a bunch of people hanging out. Let's make a jambalaya or a
it costs like $3.
Unless if Mott's making it.
500. Yes, yeah.
My
Gourmet
most
jambalaya.
underrated, I don't know if anybody's underrating, but boiled shrimp is top notch.
I've got an overrated, and some people may disagree. Some people may say it's not even popular enough to mention. I'm just going to say it because I think it looks gross. Just a bunch of vomit in a pot. Corn makshu. So overrated. I can't even try it because I hate corn, but on top of it, it looks like corn vomit soup in a pot.
I've never even heard of this. What is it?
Basically corn soup.
You are.
All right.
I forgot you are a corn hater.
Yeah, corn makshu, extremely overrated, disgusting. Y'all could keep it, whatever. I could throw up in a pot and it looks the same.
If you eat corn soup and then throw it up in the pot, it's probably going to look the same.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Underrated. I'm gonna go with redfish coubillon.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I feel like not enough people make
What do you
it.
like about corn?
Not enough people make redfish coubillon. Not as many people make it as they should, man. I think it's an awesome dish. I like pairing it with fried fish, setting up the plate with fried fish, and then dumping the coubillon on top of it. Highly underrated for me.
Trent makes a good point in the chat. Trent Rupert's in our chat. Shout out Trent. Trent's a good friend of mine. Fettuccine is just macaroni with seafood.
It's pasta. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same thing.
that's pretty close.
We have gyro and tilt right now. Hot take after hot take.
Momo's corn soup is fire, he says.
I like a corn soup.
I do like corn soup.
Corn soup.
Murder makes a good point too. Ball crabs overrated. I'm kind of with you, Murder.
Yeah.
A lot of work.
That's way too
But
much
it's good.
work.
It's a lot of work. If it's select crabs, I'm kind of spoiled, but those little crabs, probably not worth the time.
What's the text?
I'm not gonna say who said it because I like Trent. And I'm not trying to start any trouble here, but quote unquote, not from me. Fettuccine is the noodle. It's Cajun pasta with fettuccine noodles.
Whew, slinging the heat.
He is technically right. You know, fettuccine and macaroni are two different things. That's the type of noodle that they are. But anyway, yeah, funny on both sides.
Devin from Donaldsonville wants to know, dead or alive, who's the most famous person from Louisiana you'd actually want to hang out with for a day? Okay, so I got conditions on mine. It ain't going to be right now.
You always got rules.
I always got rules. I want to go back to the 80s, and I want to hang out with Edwin Edwards.
Bro, you killing me right now.
At the peak of his mafia.
That is my number one answer. Easy. Dude seems like he would be a damn good time. We'd probably get into trouble. We'd probably have some lawsuit that we'd have to call Tommy about. Later in his life, I got a chance to meet him twice. And the dude just got like that celebrity type of vibe, but he still has that Crowley accent. It's awesome.
Again, putting conditions one more time to not just steal your answer. Bebe, anytime during the 2019 season. We talked about this. He's putting assistant coaches through tables in the locker room. I would love to have been there on a game day.
I want to go on a recruiting trip with Will Wade back in that.
Hey,
Some fun.
that's a good answer.
I'm actually kind of stumped on this one. Y'all said all the good ones. Peak LSU would have been really, really cool to hang out with that year. Also, Coach Bebe, peak Miami would have been fun to hang out with back then.
Headbutting people in the face in the bar.
Oh, yeah. Hell, Coach Bebe at Ole Miss.
Yeah, that was
Ripping his shirt off.
Challenge you to a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Bebe had a wedding in New Orleans 3 weeks ago.
You know, it would be a good time now. Locally, he's a big time guy. Is Stale Cracker. I feel like that's the dude that I would like to hang out with. Guaranteed to drink, guaranteed to cook, and guaranteed to talk shit. That's 3 prereqs of being a friend of mine.
Jake from Delta Farms, and this is another one of these gross ones, like the sweat gravy and powdered sugar thing. Jake from Delta Farms wants to know, Would you rather have a crusty booger in your nose during an important meeting or have your fly down during the meeting?
What are you wearing, Jake from Delta Farm? Waiters.
Damien, you're in more meetings than us.
I work in HR, so this is going to be an HR-related answer. I'm going to go with booger because at least you know that if somebody tells you that it's there, they're not looking at.
This is a hard one. Crusty booger is kind of embarrassing, but you got to go with that one. Yeah, I'll go there too.
Okay, my answer for this one is
Curtis, what you doing down in Delta Farms?
Fair enough.
Again, y'all know I like to be an idiot and dig deeper into these questions and throw the what ifs. You can't hide the crusty booger. Who says I'm standing during the meeting? I'll take fly down.
That's a good answer. Mike from Houma wants to know. All four of us have coached. What was your highest high of coaching and your lowest low of coaching? Highest high. I'll be petty. When Young Thunder beat a certain other team, that was, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You were going back to wrestling. Yeah, when Young Thunder beat Crazy Joe and TJ Sullivan.
That was a damn good win.
When we had a 2-player 1-2 punch, and one of the players on the 1-2 punch branched out, and Michaels and Giannetti were not part of the tandem anymore. And when Michaels beat Giannetti in the head-to-head, that was fulfilling. It
wasn't even almost about the split. It was about the other person in charge.
Oh, no. Never mind. I know my highest high. When we made quit in the middle of the game. That was my highest high. We were beating her team, and then she started saying that we practiced too much, and then she sat on top of the bench the rest of the game and didn't do anything.
Got teed up.
Yeah, when we made her quit from the second half on, that was fun knowing that we were that prepared, that we initiated that much frustration. Lowest low.
Hoping to do that again this season.
We had a 20-point lead against Harahan. Fourth quarter comes around. You could start pressing. We got blitzed.
We learned a lot about that team that weekend, and we fixed it.
And I remember you and I going to Raising Cane's after that. All the kids are with their parents. Normally, they want to come hang out with us. We're the cool coaches. We were not very popular. Little Jimmy and little Joe wants to come hang out with Coach Casey and Coach Nick. No, get back over here right now. We were not very popular. And that was a very depressing meal that we had. But we did fix our season after that, and we needed that. But, yeah, to blow a 20-point lead in a U8 game where they can't even score 20 points in a quarter, a 6-minute quarter. And I remember they beat us by like 6 or 8. They crushed us.
Pretty sure they shot 100% that fourth quarter too.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat pissed off.
Yes, it is.
It's awkward. My lowest is going to be losing back-to-back games in the Biddy National Championship. That still haunts me to today. It took me about 3 months before I was kind of out of the dumps. Couple highs would be at the YBOA National Championship in Orlando, dominating teams from out of state and older teams because we were putting a crazy pool, beating those teams by 50. I remember Casey texted me and said, man, could you come to the radio on Saturday? You destroyed everybody. And we talked about all that good stuff. And then another cool story during the COVID year, me, Dufonsica, and Scott Freelander took an 8U girls team. My daughter was on it. Scott Freelander's daughter was on it. Dude's a glutton for punishment. He likes hanging out with us. We had a freaking blast. The girls had a blast. We probably played 15 or 20 games that season. And it was against the same 4 teams because a lot of programs didn't participate that year due to what was going on. And all those teams were better than us. And we went to Mandeville, played them, and we beat them, took them to overtime the next day. And the girls had worked so hard all season. And they weren't concerned about winning. They were just concerned about having fun and just playing basketball. To finally get that win for them was pretty awesome. And shout out to Coach Les in Mandeville. Coach Les would be a fantastic guest here. He used to talk some trash.
Highest high, lowest low.
That same team we were just talking about, after we learned a little lesson that weekend that we need to learn how to break a press, we figured that out pretty quickly. And I think maybe 2-3 weeks later in Nationals, we were breaking presses pretty easily. Highest of
you know
highs.
what we learned? Give the ball to Victor and everybody else get the out of the way.
Ball to Victor Nelson. And everybody, yeah. That's
everybody else run down the court. Victor, go do it.
Don't try to make 5 passes on a press break in 8U basketball. A couple weeks later, we were at Nationals, and we are probably not projected to win a single game at Nationals. And we ended up the first 2 days of the tournament going 2-0 and getting into the semifinals of Nationals. I think that was
we beat Patterson and who?
Port Barrett.
Port Barrett, yeah.
lowest of lows, something that probably nobody remembers other than me. Probably when Victor was 7 years old, I drafted a team of a bunch of 7-year-olds that were his friends that I thought would be a pretty good team. And had some kids on that team that just didn't really like basketball that much. And we were in a tough game. And fourth quarter comes around. We're maybe down by 4 or 6 points or whatever. Need to come back and win. The 6 kids on the team, 2 of them wanted to play that quarter. So I was like, you know what? You get in. Everybody else sit the bench. So for the last quarter of that game, we played 2-on-5 and didn't go too well, but I was done.
Turtle?
And Victor was not one of those 2 on the court. Just saying.
Yeah.
Silas was 6 still in itty bitty, and I tried to get Victor to take off his shirt to give it to Silas to get Silas in the game. That wasn't the lowest of low though, Murda. Getting punched. I didn't get punched, but getting a punch thrown at me by a referee was pretty bad too.
Wow.
That's a low of low on him because I didn't deserve to get punched.
We remember when we lost to LaRose and we didn't actually lose?
No, we lost.
Yeah, we tied.
We tied LaRose one time, and we were such asses, and we told the kids that they lost. It's all got to be better than them. Like, we're South Louisiana. We're better than LaRose. A tie is a loss. Needless to say, we didn't tie with them again.
And LaRose is celebrating like they just won the NBA Finals.
I'll go to my grave with that statement. You know what? That year, talent for talent, they were better than us.
Looking back on it now,
they were deeper than us.
Yes.
We had top guys, and they had everything else. Not to say our kids weren't great, but they were super talented.
You know what happened every other time they played us? Belt to ass, baby.
And then the next year, they all came to play for us.
So my coaching career was extremely short. I just coached for 2 years, and my high and my low actually both come from season 1. My high, and I'm going to be a little petty over here just for, comedic reasons. Before Damien and I were friends, and I think he knows where this is going. When the freshman basketball team was announced, I'm a first-year coach. I've got technically 0 coaching experience under my belt, and I'm the only freshman coach here going into the 2013 season, and I'm just blessed with a lottery ticket. I'm talking Jacob Jackson, Harvey Allen, Trevor Repstock, Kobe Schwest, Shaq Dillon, Larry Mack, Paul Redding, Thomas Roos, and a few more.
You stacked. That's a good team.
Stacked. I didn't deserve this lottery ticket. Season's getting ready to start, and somebody makes a post about everybody come see Coach Taylor Griffin make his debut tonight at South Lafourche as the freshman take on, I think it was Evergreen. And there was a few comments of support. There was a few comments of good luck and future state champs and the future starts now. And Damien, we had never even met yet. He just says something like, a lot of talent sitting at home. And
I would never troll on Facebook.
And that one didn't even sting. It just pissed me off.
I still have the same opinion.
I know. But we're not going to mention any kids' names who were some absolute workhorses, but 3 days of tryouts, more than enough time to prove yourself. The kid who was mentioned by a couple people who like, man, he should have made the team. He should be out there, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that guy, the guy that me and Coach Collie looked at each other and were like, what's all the hype about? I don't even know that kid's right or left-handed. He just shot nothing but backboard from the left wing to the opposite side of the backboard from 3. And what hand was that? I don't know. Anyway, first game. I've got a lot of friends in the crowd. We've got a packed house. We've got a lot of parent support. It's loud. The adrenaline rush, everything's amplified times 10. I'm absolutely loving it. First possession on defense. We've got all the old school defensive principles. Take charges. Don't try to block shots. Play smart. Play discipline. Stay low to the ground, blah, blah, blah. And first possession on defense, guy from Evergreen drives. Jacob Jackson gets up and swats this dude back to the 3-point line. The next guy tries to drive. He goes on the other side. Trevor Repstock swats it out of bounds. I'm like, I am Mr. right now. Like, you can't tell me anything. And you look at the talent on that Evergreen team and what they end up developing into later on. No one would have expected us to win that game, but we win that game. I'm 1-0 in my coaching debut, and I don't say anything on Facebook. I don't yell anything, but in my head, I just kept this one inside and I kept it in forever. But I'm just like, fuck all of y'all and the talent left at home because I got what I need right here. That was my high right there, starting my coaching career with that wonderful group of guys. And now my friends who took it to another level, they had fat heads of me in the stands. They had 2016 state champ signs. They had a BDMF sign. It was awesome. That was the highest high.
So, let me stop you there.
Yeah, I thought you were an idiot.
Head coach of the program, Mr. Don't Bring Any Attention to Yourself, as a member of his staff, has fat heads. I'm sure you took a little heat.
First question was, what does BDMF stand for? Was it beat them No. It's big. If they break that again, they out forever. Understood, coach.
I just was curious how that conversation was. I knew there was a conversation.
And then he's like, what's with all the other stuff? What
You can't control what they do.
I didn't ask them to do all that.
Right.
I must have been so pissed.
After that, he and I got a good look into the future of what this team's going to bring. And it was sad for us. It's not like anything tragic happened. I mean, Jacob Jackson just decided to focus on football and not play all 4 years. I think Kobe Schwess ended up not finishing.
Yeah, we played their senior year. We played Carr in the first round of the playoffs.
That's true. Me and Casey were in the corner about a band.
Yeah.
Oh, mother.
Yeah,
Fuck that place.
That was tough. Hey, aside from the aggravation that it caused us, I mean, what an atmosphere.
Yeah.
All the credit in the world.
Being in a gym the size of this room with a full marching band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great.
Halftime show was remarkable.
Where did I say there's a fairy on the court?
No, that was the girls' third round game at
St.
St.
Oh, no.
St.
That was
Michael's.
That was St. Michael's. Yep, I remember that.
St. Michael's.
Yeah.
Well, there was a fairy.
I remember peering into the future. These guys, this is just going to be incredible. If we keep this group together, this is huge. And like I said, some of them ended up not finishing. Some of them become shells of their former selves, whatever. But when any of those guys I run into today, it's more than just a, hey, what's up, and a handshake. It's a big old hug. How you doing? Stop everything. 5 minutes minimum conversation. I'm still blessed to work with Thomas Roos during basketball season when I'm announcing for Nichols. I mean, he works over there. Lifelong connections with these guys. And that was the highest of high to start that season. 1-0 in the coaching career. I was untouchable that night.
Shout out Trevor Epstock, one of my recruiters. A-plus guy, man.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So Turtle mentioned freshman basketball. So I'll give a brief history on my first game, which was also at home. Also probably way amplified in my head more than it actually was. We didn't have all the talent, but we had a really good team, and they were very close. It was a lot of my flash kids that had played together. We played HL, always tough. We're down 14 at half, and I'm thinking the opposite of Turtle. I'm not made for this. I got 1 year of middle school. I got 4 years of biddy. This is too much, blah, blah, blah. Go give, I guess, a decent adjustment at halftime. We end up winning by 2.
Stibe or Kiowa Jr., who's the...
Man, I can't remember. I coached against you yesterday. I'm sure it had to be one of them.
Okay.
We had Stibe this year, too. We had him.
Yeah, he would even admit that. He's told me that y'all had him and just kind of let it slip away at the end.
But, hey, great dude. I really enjoy competing against him.
Lowest of low. Same season. In my assistant varsity coach role. Having a fantastic season for all those who remember. This is Trayvon Evans' senior year. We're going to the playoffs. We've got the district MVP. Actually, district didn't even start yet, I don't think. I can't remember if Ellendale was 4A or 5A that year, but whatever. They come to play us. We've got a lot on our mind. We've got a lot of bulletin board material. We've got Trayvon and we're both playing in the football all-star game. The first night of the Ellendale tournament, they're playing in the Tri-Parish all-star game or whatever. Ellendale schedules us for round 1 against them without our guys. We're going to get their ass when they come to us. And I'm going to brag and pat myself on the back. I know I was very good at scouting and picking teams apart. And I brought you a report from hell. I brought you this guy's tendencies, he's going to dribble left and rise up and shoot right only on this side of the floor, blah, blah, blah. This guy only likes to dribble handoff here. This guy's nickname is this. Y'all could call him this instead from the student section. I got it all. I've got an 8-page scouting report on Ellender. We're going to get their ass at home. And not only do I have the team scouting report, I also remember that was the Coach Skane's year 1 district championship football team, that Cajun Crazy sections. I make a scouting report for them. Number 1, Justin Johnson. Here's what he does. Here's what he looks like. Here's how you could at number 23.
Justin Johnson, by the way, currently living in Cement. Continue.
Number 23, Leland Alexander. They call him Lilo. Y'all should be saying Lilo and Stitch, Lilo and whatever. Just get under these guys' skin all you can. Be as insulting, as vulgar as you can get away with. When this guy comes in front of you, yell at him to shoot. He's going to pull it from NBA range. He's got no business. Dude, I've got the most perfect get under their skin scouting report for the student section. I tell Coach Kale, watch, we got him. I got an extra something for him over here. And I will take this to the grave. I swear to God, I'm not lying. We could joke about it now every time we see each other. There's no way he found out. It was pure coincidence. But this is where the rumor started of Coach Cornell Scott at Ellender. For whatever reason, I guess because he knew I'd seen them play 6 times with my board and my notes and everything. He purposely changes all the numbers of all the players on the team. And my scouting report for the student section and their insults and their tendencies are completely garbage. That was the lowest low for me because we lost the game and I promised people we had an extra leg up that they'd never seen before. And I just felt like I failed on my scouting report. Our guys knew what to expect as far as who. But even in the locker room before, Coach Kale and I were both defeated because, okay, everybody knows what number 1's going to do. Everyone knows what number 23 is going to do. And number 1 is 52 tonight. Some of the guys on our team who wasn't paying attention, wasn't remembering, whatever, didn't study the scouting report, they were a leg behind on the competition. You know, we lost the game. It was so embarrassing, and that was my lowest low.
Fuck it. On the flip side, and I was researching this as I was doing the story on Vic King going to the McNeese Hall of Fame. We used to change his jersey number every game. Nessie, I love you, bro. You're a great coach. He was our only black dude, bro. They knew.
Guard the fastest guy.
Whether he was wearing 2, 10, 37, 92, it's not quite as effective. That's what I'm getting at. Good idea. I get what we're trying to do here. Maybe not the best execution. This is a very rigid transition to this next question. I feel like this is directed strictly at one person. Confused and Cutoff wants to know, how do you correctly make an order of DTV clothing? Because every day I'm seeing rules and regulations and you shouldn't do this. How do you order from you guys?
Bruh. I tell Claire every day, don't post that. That's and she posted. We have a number and they calling me and they texting me. I'm like, you run a business. It is what it is.
Should we put like the methods of ordering on the wheel? And for that day, that's what we're doing.
If you want to place an order, we have email address, claire@dtbclothingstore.shop. Send in your orders, go on our website, order what you want. She has rules on everything. Trust me, I live with her. I get it. Just keep ordering. That's all I got to say.
If I, for instance, needed an LSU shirt one size up, do I still just text you that?
No. That's the problem a lot of people get into. They text me what they want. And if I'm not at the shop to write it down on my desk, I will completely forget about it.
So
is Claire still going to hook me up with the discount that you would, though? That's my concern with going through the boss.
No, that's not happening. They said that multiple times.
That's why I go through you. Okay, I'm going to have to just start paying the going rate.
So even though I broke the rules, I want to thank you for not forgetting my NWO-style Filet-O-Fish. You did an excellent job on it.
Anytime somebody wants an NWO-inspired thing, I have the font, I have the square. I just got to put in the letters. No big deal. Always fun.
Well, we thank everybody so much for their mailbag questions. If you have future questions, get them our way. We drop the status the day before we record or usually the morning of. If you have myself, Damien, Nick, Turtle, whoever, Tommy, shoot us a DM. They'll get the questions to us. So for the Lafouche Concert and Events Club mailbag, the Not Mott mailbag, this is Casey Gisclair. And also to my right, Nick Abear and Taylor Griffin. And to my left, Damien St. Pierre. We're signing off. You guys have a wonderful week, wonderful weekend, all that good stuff. Y'all take care.
Go Tarps. And God bless America.
Mott's Mailbag. Send in your dumb questions and watch us give even dumber answers. Not Mott's Mailbag.